Hello, my loves, and welcome back to Along This Spiritual Journey. So, the power of yes and no. I want people to realize that these two words are the most powerful words in the world. Not only because they open up a doorway or close a doorway to certain elements of life based on your intent behind saying yes or no. Also, no matter where you go, no matter what language you speak, everyone knows yes, everyone knows no, which makes it even more powerful because these words hold intent as a species, as a whole. We know that these words hold a certain power. So, of course, there's a duality to everything. So, yes and no are the whole of each other, but they're both polarized and dualistic of each other. So, you can say yes, and it can be for a good reason, and you can say yes, and it can be for a not so good reason. You can say no, and it can be for a not so good reason. You can say no, and it be for a good reason. Whichever word you choose to use is your intent. It is how you emotionally feel in that moment. It is then linked to how you logically are deciding to make that decision in that moment. Remember, yes and no is a decision. And it's also an implied intent that when I say yes or no, I am signing an invisible contract to do a certain thing for myself or for someone else or collaborating, whatever the case may be. It's important to know why we always say, understand when you say no, you're saying no because you're setting boundaries for yourself. If you say yes, same difference. You're saying yes because you're open to moving some of those boundaries to test something for your own growth. Remember, saying yes is for your personal growth. Saying no is so you protect yourself from the environment around you. When you're able to say no to both the outside world and yourself, you're protecting the inner child. When you're able to say yes without overly hesitating or overly thinking, then you're trusting your gut intuition, which is that inner child, again, excited about something. This is where we need to go back to our root understanding of word magic, because if I say yes to something, it means I want it, or at least I hope I want it. If I say no to something, it means I'm hesitant, and it doesn't mean that I necessarily need it or don't need it. It just means I'm not sure yet. But it is both important to know that when you say yes or no, you mean it from your gut and you trust your heart so that you're aligned with your path and your own personal journey. All right? I love you.